One of the most intriguing prospects to me at the upcoming NHL 2023 draft is none other than Matvei Michkov. 5'8", 147 pounds, the guy weighs as much as a bag of recyclables. But don't let that fool you because he's pure dynamite. Over in the KHL lately, Michkov's been as hot as the devil's butthole since being loaned to a new team. He's been rewarded with more ice time, and the highlights speak for themselves. He's been putting on a pure show over there. In just 8 games so far with his new team, he's already got 4 goals and 1 assist, and he's playing against men. So as we keep drooling over some of these highlights over the last couple of years, most scouts around the league had labeled Connor Bedard and Matvei Michkov as the front runners in the 2023 draft. I mean, let's not forget, during the under-18s a couple of years ago, Michkov actually finished with a couple of more points than Bedard himself. Look at that, 12 goals! Some people believe he's going to be the best goal scorer out of Russia since Alexander Ovechkin, and right now on a lot of people's lists, he sits, well, right here. So what happened? Why has the hype around Michkov quieted down, and his name slowly drifted away on the lists of some analysts? Well, it's complicated. There's actually a few reasons, and we're going to discuss a couple of them right here. Reason number 1, and arguably the biggest reason of all, is the KHL contract that he's currently signed to. Okay, this is big. You see, as of right now, Michkov is actually signed in the KHL right up until the end of the 2025-2026 season. So, whoever takes him at the draft, you're not even going to get to see him for up to 3 years. As a fan, how painful that would be. That would suck. And of course, it could potentially be even worse because reason number 2, and I mean it's gotta play on the back of your mind, does Michkov even come to the NHL? Maybe he decides to stay in Russia. He might not want to leave his country and the homemade beef stroganoff behind. And I know that might sound like a bit of an unlikely scenario, but it's definitely one that's gonna play on the minds of GMs around the NHL because hey, you gotta admit, we've seen a lot of these guys go back and forth like a light switch over the last few years. So those are the concerns, and it's too bad because if this was a perfect world and he wasn't signed to that contract, and let's say he was eligible to play in the NHL right after being drafted, then I think Michkov possibly goes number 2, right behind Connor Bedard. That's not a knock on anybody else, but he's that good. And you know, I said in a tweet just a few weeks back, while I was watching the World Juniors, it's too bad, it really is, that we didn't get to see Matvei Michkov, the player, the person, showing off his goods just like the rest of the other kids that are his age. He's an interesting one. There's a lot of teams right now around the NHL that are scratching their heads wondering if they're going to take this guy or not. So let me know what you think of him down in the comments section. How do you like these highlights, and where do you think he's going to go in this year's draft? Do you think there's still a chance that he could go at number 2? Do you think he's going to go at number 5 or 6? I want to hear what the Grasshoppers have to say. Don't forget to karate chop the like button on the way out of here, and hey, I'll see you next time.